fields might have been covered with snow in central New York, but its citizens fought the elements and competed in a snowball tournament. It's a softball competition where the proceeds go to the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
I've got 3 kids of my own, and the Make-A-Wish Foundation is just a great charity to play for. We all enjoy playing, so we figure why not combine the two and make some money for a good cause and do what we like to do.
Actually, thanks to the generosity of Jim Solon and his sponsors and the people that he pulls together, they put on this entire snowball softball tournament for the exclusive benefit of the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
The March of Dimes organization started with this idea of having a softball tournament in the snow, but eventually it stopped. Since the tournament was brought back in 2002, there's been an increase from 16 to 28 teams. Since Central New York's Make-A-Wish Foundation began its snowball tournament 6 years ago, the foundation has raised more than $100,000. Places in Utica have also opened up for this tournament, as well as other places across New York State, to not only swing for the fences for the children, but to also instill some sort of competition.
Each and every member of most of the teams raise an additional amount of money, far surpassing what it costs to enter the tournament. And there are some teams that didn't even show up to play that said keep the money.
It's hard to believe that people come out, they're crazy, and they just enjoy playing in the snow. It's a lot of fun.
It takes 40 minutes to complete a game. You can either strike out, walk, or hit, and the team must contribute $275. But
I'll swing and miss, and I'll say you're out, and they'll say, what are you talking about? And I'll say, that's the rules. Or foul ball, you're out, and that's the rules.
Even though the participants were not accustomed to the rules, the children and the Syracuse community won. Harry Miles, Sports.
Melissa Rowe, and I am not related to Matt.
Trying to be a Syracuse sports fan, the Chiefs have just started their play on the field, and the Syracuse Crunch are as hot as ever. But it's the Syracuse lacrosse team up on the University Hill that's hot as anything. Our Perry Miles joins us live from outside the Carrier Dome. Perry, this Orange squad is pretty damn good.
Yes, it is. In fact, it's the #1 team in the country. As a matter of fact, the Syracuse Orange have only 1 loss on the season, and they have been the #1 for the first time since 2004 when they won the national championship. Overall, it has to feel pretty good that they have 9 national championships to go along with the #1 ranking. But could they keep that ranking against the Princeton Tigers at the Dome today? We go to the highlights, and Lacrosse Mania is in 4th gear. Youngsters find colorful ways to support the Orange, and early on they were impressed. Stephen Brooks whips one past the keeper, 1-0 SU. Princeton came back to tie the game, but SU responded. Later in the first, Brendan Loftus-Banks is shot off the far post. SU up 2-1. Then, believe it or not, more first quarter action like Wayne Gretzky. Kenny Nims finds the back of the net. SU up 1. In the second quarter, more Brooks, more of the time. He whips this shot past Alex Hewitt. It's a 5-3 lead for the Orange, and they kept on squeezing the Tigers out of rhythm. There's no beating this shot. Brooks has a hat trick. It's 8-5 in favor of the home team. It's not basketball, but Stephen Keel could have been on an and-one tape. A beautiful behind-the-back shot, beating the keeper. The Orange cruised to a 13-6 victory against Princeton. Brooks had 3 scores in the night, and he later explained the discipline of the SU attack.
Just had patience and just executed on our plays and find the backside guy. I had a couple wide open shots just because Abbott or Loftus drew somebody, and we came up and he swept it across, and we had an opportunity to shoot, and I just took it.
It's a great reward to see, teams like Princeton only scoring 6 goals and us keeping guys under, other teams are under double figures, and so I think the defense is playing well.
The Orange is 4-1 against ranked competition, facing their 6th-ranked opponent of the year against the Cornell Big Red on Tuesday afternoon. Live reporting from NCC Patio, I am Perry Miles. Back to you in the studio. The Syracuse Crunch invite the Albany Riverettes to the War Memorial on Friday night, but the War Memorial has been anything but friendly for the Albany Riverettes. Syracuse Crunch have won 5 games in a row on the season-long 9-game homestand, including 14 consecutive games with points. Syracuse University and in the Syracuse area, there have been more than a foot of snow fallen so far. The snow, as you can see, has gone up to my knee or so, which is about 1.5 feet.
And now, your HDN Sports Update.
The commissioner of baseball isn't going to punish Jason Giambi, but Selig threatened to discipline the Yankees slugger after he admitted having a personal history with steroids. But the commissioner now says Giambi's cooperation with former Senator George Mitchell, who's looking into steroid use in baseball, along with Jason's charity work, persuaded Selig not to take further action. Though a Red Sox fan, New York City Mayor Mike Bloomberg watches the Yankees host the Tigers. Detroit jumps on Mike Messina early here. Carlos Guillen sends a grand slam to right in the first. The team from the Motor City has a 4-0 lead. The Tigers put the brakes on the Yankees offense as Marcus Timms here makes a sliding catch in the left field corner. Going to the 7th, it's 7-3 Tigers when Detroit's Ivan Rodriguez puts his team into third gear with a solo shot to left. The Tigers lead the American League Central after an 8-5 win. The Yankees sit 5.5 games back of East leading Boston. Is Michael Vick headed for prison? Reports indicate the Falcons quarterback has yet to make a deal. The Richmond Times-Dispatch is also reporting number 7 has until Friday morning to accept a plea bargain in the dogfighting case. That time, 2 of Vick's co-defendants are expected to change their pleas to guilty and possibly testify against Vick. The Dolphins and Chiefs faced each other in preseason play. Former Kansas City quarterback Trent Green going against the team he was traded from during the offseason. On a first quarter drive, Green completes all 4 of his attempts. He finishes with 41 yards. Second-year QB Brody Croyle was hot and cold on the night. Here he throws a 20-yard strike on a touchdown drive, but Miami goes on to win this one 11-10. And now here's a look at Friday's scores from around the National League.